I will not be pinned down by the word Iconoclast. How dare you put me in that bullpen?
You comment on the process with Bruce and how that is different from sitting down to a talk show.
I can do something in there. You want me to?
You can. I can also. You
Go,
can.
then you go first. Ladies
No, you go
first. No,
first.
ladies first.
No, you go first.
I'll just say it wasn't like I was doing a TV show. It was like I was doing a documentary movie. It was like, it didn't feel like a TV. It didn't feel like, Bruce does really cool documentary movies, and that's and oftentimes with music as the subject of it. There was a genuine warmth between us, but the way it was done like a movie. Bruce was a director, and there was an interesting aspect in it. When we were doing this, I was like, oh, I see, in the middle of it, I see what he's doing here. Oh, man. And there were like a couple moments, in particular, at the Midnight Cat. What I was talking to Bruce about when I got here, was, you just come off the show. I got there earlier. You showed up with your band, and we weren't into it. I mean, it was over. It was over. We just went, okay, now, can we just have a drink? That's what we kind of wanted. And the camera was unblinking, kept staring at us. We had nothing to say. Every time we brought up something, it died a horrible death. All right, and it was
No, it didn't, because as usual, I would shut up and
I would be me being the loudmouth while you're shutting up is that dying a horrible death. But I was like, God, this sucks so bad. Why doesn't he just? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a director. I would still be giving up right now. I'd still be packing my shit in a case, and out of fighting through that uncomfortableness, all of a sudden, and I don't remember what it was, we came up with a subject, and all of a sudden, I'm saying this thing, and you plugged into it, and you're interrupting me.
I remember too, yes.
And it was like, no, but this, when that happens, da-da-da. Oh, when I feel that, da-da-da-da. And the director inside of the frame was like, Bruce, he's getting what he wants. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Were you thinking that at that time?
There was a little, I'm a director. I was like, oh, enough of this, all right? And all of a sudden it's like, oh man, that guy knows what he's doing. He's getting us talking. The unblinking stare finally worked. And then when it was over, that's when I know, okay, that's it. But it was great. And it was like, that was a really cool moment. I didn't have this, okay, I'm doing Iconoclast and it's gonna be this cool show. I wanted to see Fiona again. It was just exactly that. The show was a byproduct. So it was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna censor myself. I don't care how I look. However it comes out is how it comes out. I'm probably going to hate it because I'm probably gonna look like a buffoon. Whatever.
The show's great.
And no, I love it. When I saw it, I thought, oh, wow, that was really cool. I was really happy with it. But the thing about it was that's where I was coming from, and it ended up opening up cool stuff. Thanks.
Friday Night Lights TV show.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, show for NBC. It comes out on October 3rd. Starts October 3rd, 8, 7 Central.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tuesday's a date, but whatever. Just in case you want to know.
What's the word icon mean to you guys?
Ooh, I'm gonna let Connie handle that.
Yeah, that's all you, babe.
Icon means something that is representative of something sort of, I think of something sort of vast and great, and it can be anything, but I think in this particular case we're thinking of icons of our culture.
Right.
Right.
And who would you say is your icon? Do you have an icon?
Well, I know that they did one of these for Robert Redford, and I adore him, and I'm a huge Sundance person, and so he's definitely an icon for me, yeah. In this world, in the film world, and in the world of sort of reaching out into the community, yeah.
Awesome. How about you guys? You guys have an icon you want to tell us about?
They're varied, I guess. Like, if you talk about sports or music or film or, I mean, any of those things. I guess Sting is a big one for me. I don't know. There's many things. I loved him from The Police all the way up until now, and I don't know. Just I come from a musical background, and so I grew up watching him kind of cross over, and he's like, I don't know. That's for me, Sting. What about you?
Awesome. How about you?
Well, it's varied. I think Madonna's a good one, just because she constantly changes herself, and she's just somebody to look up to as far as the industry goes. So.
What about you, Zach?
What about you? Zach? Are we waiting on
Definitely have to say Michael Jordan. No, seriously. I mean, I grew up in Chicago, and he obviously just, I don't know, he always strives to be the best and better, and like nothing can stop him. So.
Are you guys familiar with Grey Goose vodka?
No, I've never heard of that.
We'll leave that here then.
It just so happens that I might have had a dirty Grey Goose martini or two in my time. I wonder if they have those inside.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I appreciate
thank
it
you.
very much.
Thanks, you guys.
Good luck with the show.
All right.
My name's G-Love. I'm playing the Austin City Limits Festival, and it's my 4th out of 5th year playing the festival. Sorry, 4 out of 5 years I played the festival. So we're kind of becoming a staple of the ACL, but it's great, man. Austin's a great town, and it's always happy to be back, Well, I guess like an icon could be like a person, a place, or a thing, right?
Yeah.
No?
Do you have a person?
Yeah, probably like Bob Dylan,
So why would Bob Dylan be your...
Well, just because he's someone that I grew up kind of emulating musically, and he's definitely been part of the culture of music in America since the 60s, and he just last week he put out another record and it went #1. So after my manager and I were talking about, he's probably had a #1 record for like 4 or 5 decades in a row, which is pretty amazing, and it's just a testament to how much a part of our culture he is. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool. Are you familiar with Grey Goose vodka at all?
Just a little bit.
Do you have a favorite drink?
Grey Goose and soda, man.
Is that your thing?
Yeah, man.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks very much for talking
All right,
to us.
thank you.
Have a good show.
Or extra dirty Grey Goose martini, but with extra olives. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
I mean, Joe and I are featured documentary makers, Brother's Keeper, Paradise Lost, the Metallica film. We're good at what we do, and if you sort of leave us to our own devices, we do good stuff. But when you get two personalities who actually knew each other together, if you create the right environment, they'll relax, they'll feel comfortable, and they'll have things that they naturally want to talk about. And they're going to be far more interesting than me throwing out a subject. Hey, why don't you guys talk about the war in Iraq? How about you guys talk about the price of cheese? Something ridiculous like that. If you give it enough time, as Quentin was alluding to, because even at that time of the night on the last day, they didn't want to be filmed, I know that. But I felt that if I trolled the boat a little bit that I would catch something. And after about 20 minutes, they really became very engaged in conversation, and 2 segments of that conversation are in the final film. It's very quick, it's 2 days. So imagine in 2 days you have to get an hour show. It's daunting, but when you have personalities like that, it happens, almost, I don't want to say by itself, but in a way when you have interesting personalities who like to talk, although Fiona, she's bashful, but once she was with Quentin, her friend, it all sort of opened up for her. So, but no, it was walk in, say hello, and get to work. But they were very easy to be around. They wanted to give. They felt comfortable with each other. They felt comfortable with the small crew. And, right away. I mean, the first thing I did was an interview with Fiona. So once I think she saw that I was not the enemy, she was very comfortable. And then we met up with Quentin at Robert Rodriguez's studios. And we stayed together till about 2 in the morning. Then we all got together the next day and worked pretty hard during the day, and then she did a show that night, and then we all met up at a local bar here in Austin and continued shooting till like 2 in the morning. you know. And I just knew that there was something more that I could get out of them. And it's not that, you know, we just shoot everything, and because we're not good filmmakers, but you can sense when there's just something that hasn't really come up. And Quentin brought up some very, very poignant stories that she could relate to, and you'll see them in the show. They're good.